Alicia, can you get everybody in? Hey,
I swear, I was thinking about this, like, last time. Can we, someone's in there? Oh, that's you? Yeah. Oh, alright. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, let's start making our way to our seats. Welcome, everyone. It's time to get our business meeting going.
Thank you.
We are loving the energy. Thank you so much for coming out today and joining us for the class that BB had this morning with Ed and then Amy. Where's Amy? Who attended her class? Can we please give her a round of applause? The turnout was amazing, so thank you for being here, and thank you to all those who attended today.
And thank you for lunch.
And thank you for lunch. Yes, thank you, Mama.
I gave you lunch. Thank you for feeding.
So we're gonna get started. Remember, disconnect from the Wi-Fi. Don't lock the camera and silence your devices. Let's get the meeting going. Okay, gratitude moment. Same as bucket fill. Do you guys have anything, Amy?
I want to thank Ashley and Vinny and who else were our board holders at Bold on Monday? Alicia.
Jesser.
You guys, it was incredible. We had, if you haven't seen the video, which I'm sure you did, that we got to break through a board. Those of you, Chris, I think you helped some. It was incredible. The people on the other side of our board that encouraged us to do this, I cannot thank all of you enough. It was such an amazing experience.
Awesome.
Yes.
I think that gratitude moment, especially to Ashley for trying to coach me through that moment. It was an incredibly humbling experience. And to Vinny for being literally my punching bag over and over again. I will get through it. I still can't break the board, but I will.
He was so hurt he couldn't make it today.
I appreciate all of you who didn't hit my hand. Thank you. Very first time.
I
know. I'm so sorry. Anybody else? Judy?
Okay, this is a little bit outside the office, but I'm very grateful to the 12-step programs. I'm 35 years.
Paint us over.
Anybody else? Kim?
When I went for the whole market center. So the culture at this market center is just amazing. And I'm so happy to be here.
Happy birthday. Okay, we're gonna get going.
That's enough.
Speaking of culture, guys, so we're gonna start presenting to you guys a fur baby every team meeting. And today the spotlight goes for Foxy. Now to give you guys a bigger story, I would like to invite Kim to the front to share with us about what she's doing in her community and invite you all to be part of it. Now, I know you thought these were Alicia's diapers. They're not. Alicia actually brought this package to donate it for Kim. So we're going to set up a box for donations. If you have anything at home or you see anything at the store that you want to bring to the office, bring it in, and Kim will be able to use those at her home where she's fostering a lot of fur babies. So I'll let you speak on it, Kim, and then.
Right now I have 8.
Wow!
Yeah, at one point I had 13.
That's a lot.
So it's a lot. And right now I'm trying to partner up with other rescues to help me out because I have too many. And I need to be able to start either like outsourcing the fostering out to other people that are willing to do that. But I need
a puppy.
I need a foster.
I'm not gonna get rid of one anymore.
I'm looking to foster a person.
Are you okay? Yeah, I have 2 right now that I really need to.
Yes.
Yes.
So tell us what you're doing, and then we believe that this is also a great opportunity for you as when you're lead generating, as you're talking to your clients. You can also present as well.
So just a little bit of a backstory. I started doing real estate 9 years ago, and I love animals, so I started just kind of picking up the dogs that were in my neighborhood that people were just giving up, or they were dumping them because we live near a field. So it's a perfect dump place for dogs that aren't wanted. So I started doing that, and then with that came a lot of business. So my neighbors and everybody knew that I was doing this, so then they started referring out people that they knew that were going to be selling homes or properties. So I actually don't market myself. I don't even do it in social media. I should, but I don't. So all of my business comes from just rescuing animals and people that know that I do that. So I do have Foxy right now. She is 1 year old. I already got her spayed, neuter, up to dates, dewormed, de-ticked, de-fleed, everything. And so I just need someone that can take her in so that they can foster her until I find a permanent home.
Or be a permanent home.
Or be a permanent home. Yes, that would be wonderful. But she is 1 year old, so she likes to chew. She's got, little things that she's very hyper, high energy. And I have a huge standard poodle that's like almost 100 pounds. And they like to play together. And my standard poodle doesn't understand that she's tiny. So sometimes they can get a little rough. So that's why I need to rehome her first before I rehome the other one that I have. But yeah. Yeah, and then this little guy, sorry, sometimes I get a little bit choked up about some of these. So this one, he was actually physically abused by his last owner. And he was at their home, they got him as a puppy. The family got evicted. The dad opened the door and let all 6 dogs that they had out. The pound came, they were able to pick up all the other dogs except for this one. And so for 2 weeks straight, I was out there in the heat with my camping chair, a hat, my laptop working, sitting next to him with a bed, water, and food, trying to catch him. And so he knows so much of my past because I'm just telling him stories of I'm working there. And it took me 2 weeks to catch him. And a lot of neighbors helped me to catch him. So but he was very, very physically abused. He's got a little broken foot it's just skin that's hanging off. But it's fine, it works, no problem. He's not in pain. But so this one, he's very sweet. If he does go to a home, it needs to be someone that has a woman in the home because a male was abusing him. He's will warm up to like a male, like a guy, but they just have to be very, very patient with him. So my husband's gotten to the point where he now will go on his back and he'll like rub his belly and he's okay. But most of the times I'll run away from my husband. But yeah, so this one's gonna need a little bit of a special care because he's just been abused. So yeah.
Thank you so much,
What kind of pet items can you use and what maybe do you not want us to recommend?
Okay, so no dog food because I have a little pug that's like really allergic to chicken, and I got her when she was 2 pounds, and I finally got her up to 8 pounds after 6 months of chronic diarrhea. Not sleeping, every hour on the hour, cleaning her up, cleaning my bed, the floors, everything. So she's on special food. So everybody is eating that food for right now because she's free-fed, so I can't take any food in right now. But I can take, these help so much. So I can take these, toys, treats I can take, because I can give treats to the doggies, and not give her any. And then, other than those items, blankets, doggy blankets or small blankets, or even just like this t-shirts that you guys are going to be throwing away. I'll take them, I'll put them in boxes, and I use that to clean up if they pee on the floor or anything like that. Cleaning, so anything spray, the cleaning spray to clean up pee, because I have an older doggy that's 17 years old, and he was paralyzed for a lot of months, and I have a lot of older broken dogs. There's a lot of stuff going on in my house. My husband's wonderful with them, but so stuff like cleaning stuff really helps, because we're always cleaning up something. So
Awesome.
yeah. Sorry, I have to step out.
Okay, and now we're gonna do the birthday. So if your name is on the screen, can you come to the front, Sam? I see Sam here. Sam, come on. Sam, who else? Well, that's it. We only have 2 birthdays.
Kim too. Kim's birthday is today.
Kim.
She's right there outside the door.
Kim. Okay, so we're just gonna sing really quick.
There.
Careful that cord.
But, okay.
Don't trip on it. I feel like that's.
And since we did already 2 poppers, we're not gonna put you guys through it again. Okay?
Thank you.
Kim was here.
Happy birthday, everyone. September. Or not.
Okay, so join us singing Happy Birthday to Kim and Sam.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sam. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Yay! Woo! Out in a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go fast. We have stats today. Property pitches. Who would like to pitch a property today? Sherry.
I have a condo in Cortez Hill. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. HOA is 700. It's super cute. 1 garage spot, and it's going for $640. It'll be on in 3 weeks.
Amy?
Yeah, I have a property that's been on the market for a couple of months in Burlingame. It's a historic home. Burlingame is the pink sidewalks in North Park, historic community. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, around just shy of 2,000 feet. We've had it on the market for $1,845,000. We're dropping it about $100,000 probably tomorrow. And she needs to sell immediately. So I tried to get a $200,000 price reduction, and she sat there and cried. So at this point, we really just need to get this baby sold. So if you have anybody looking over like $1.5 million and up, bring them to me, because she is running out of time. And it's a great house. It's structurally in great condition other than termite work. And it needs some cosmetic updates, but she's done a lot of restoration on this property. It's pretty sweet.
Is it Mills active?
It is, yeah. Her property taxes should be around $12,000. She's paying $3,200 a year. Yeah, that's through the Mills Act.
Has she declined lower offers?
She hasn't had any offers yet.
Okay.
We had an investor offer when we had it. I had it as an off market with the office, and I brought her 2 investor offers, but she was not prepared to take those prices yet. But now that's what she's looking at.
Okay, Judy.
Who has a buyer that wants to live in North Park?
Oh.
I have a new listing, wink, wink. I mean, it's not very new. Refreshed listing on Wilson, and it's in Cherokee, what do you call it, Cherokee Point. Just east of the 805, really close to everything. 1 bedroom, 1 bath. It has washer dryer in the unit. It has designated parking, high-speed internet, and it's 612 square feet, ground floor. So somebody who needs ground floor, I mean, I know somebody in your database needs this house desperately. and I need to sell it desperately. So anyway, it's vacant, it's move-in ready, and it's listed for $399 to $419. We're gonna be reasonable. We put the price down a little bit. And the HOA is really low. It's only $258 per month. Really good deal. Designated parking. Come and see it. I know somebody out there needs that property. We're just waiting for the right person.
Thank you, Judy. Okay. And then next.
Woohoo!
Eric.
A picture of other knives? Oh no!
It's always a good day when the knife guy's in town.
What's that?
It's always a good day when the knife guy's in town.
Dang right.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, sharpest guy you know in town, whatever. But yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Lots of familiar faces in the room, lots of new faces. I think we've worked with almost every single familiar face, and to the new people, hello. Our team, really excited to tell you, we've been for the last decade plus, we've been helping agents, loan officers, all types of business owners increase, repeat, and referral-based business by staying more top of mind. Right? Who would be interested in getting more repeat, referral-based business? Yes or yes?
Yes.
Right? It's 5 times more expensive to get a new client than it is to retain our current one. I saw, Amy, were you teaching the class in here just before?
Yeah.
The touches, right? Throughout the entire year. 67% of all real estate transactions are from repeat or referral-based business. So the question is, what are you doing to become unforgettable to those people? When it comes to closings, home anniversaries, client appreciation events, raffles, giveaways, drawings, and donations, you have this really unique opportunity to say thank you and brand yourself at the same time, but it usually gets passed on. What I mean is, what are popular gifts that you like to do at closings, home anniversaries, stuff like that that aren't Cutco? Shout them out. Wine. Gift card, right? Gift basket. Champagne. These are all nice. I like champagne. I like gift basket. Where do all those things end up? They're gone. Right? 90% of gifts are gone in the first 90 days. The other 10%, picture of the house, crystal vase, wine glasses, whatever, it just sits there and gathers dust. My question to you, if you hear anything I say today, how is the way you appreciate your clients representing the lifetime relationship you plan on having with them? Right? When I say lifetime, favorite question to ask, show of hands, keep them up really, really high. If you've ever purchased a Cutco knife, given one as a gift, or have one in your home, hands up. Keep your hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. Look around, new people. Look at all the beautiful and intelligent people with their hands up right now. Keep your hands up if you've owned it more than 10 years. 20? 25? 30? We don't have to age anybody in the room. Company's been around 75 years now. And so if you haven't heard of it, for the last decade plus, our team has been taking a first-class kitchen product called Cutco knives. They are 100% American made. Woo! Yeah, no tariffs here, baby. We are moving along. And they're guaranteed forever. It's pretty much the quality of a Rolls Royce with the guarantee of a Snap-on tool, right? And what we do is we custom engrave it with your name, your logo, your tagline. We stick that, boom, in the most trafficked room in the house, which is? Kitchen, exactly. We even have, and I just so I don't forget, we even have, for our secret agents out there, little small engravings, so you can put it on the backside there. I have news story alert. News story, very exciting. I know. Some of you have already heard some of my stories so many times. This happened this morning, pretty exciting stuff. I was at an event, ran into one of my great clients, Steven Sladek, and we were chatting about the different gifts, and Steven goes, you know, this is the least expensive marketing that exists on the planet. He did the math for me. He goes, I spent $200 on a gift that, hey, we're in Southern California. The average home price is $1.1 million. The average person is spending $500 to $700 on our appreciation gift. He goes, first of all, you saved me a couple $100 because I only spent $200. It's in their kitchen every single day for the rest of their life. So it's 365 days times an average span of 30 years. He goes, so I'm spending about 1.6 cents a day to buy the most profitable real estate in the most trafficked room in the entire household, right? We all know the value of buying real estate. You want to keep paying rent? Keep buying gifts that end up getting consumed. With this, because they're engraved also, what does that mean for your taxes? They are what? You can write off the entire cost of the gift. Most of you have price sheets in front of you. They range in price from $100 to $300. It's the same money we're already spending on dinner out, champagne, gift cards, all that different stuff. But the beautiful thing is, we shifted to that. Not only is it tax deductible, been doing this a long time. The thing that I love helping clients with the most is they'd say to me it's easy, right? No one's job is to run around town once a month customizing a gift basket, trying to figure out what type of pool toys that they like. right? Or driving 100 miles per hour to the liquor store 2 hours before closing, thinking if they like red or white wine. Has anyone ever given a bottle of wine to a former alcoholic before? It's not a good time, right? It's not. You might have not even known it. Here's a scientific fact, friends. Every home you sell has a kitchen. Every one of your clients, chef or not, uses a knife every day to cut food into smaller pieces and fit it into their mouth. For everybody. So here's how it works. We ship you out a supply of gifts to have for the year. It's an annual supply of gifts. It's like business cards. They sit in your office. When you need one, you grab one, you give it to them, they love it, and you're done. You don't have to think about it. We offer quantity discounts. And when we ship you everything at once, because you haven't closed the deals yet, we bill it. Over 6 or 12 months, automatically, interest-free. They can be different gifts, all different colors. Obviously, everyone's got everything in front of them right there. So I kind of want to wrap it up here. I'm realizing, I don't have a business. You got a business card on your field?
Not in here.
Who's got a card on it? Example in front. This is not going well. But, it's all good. Imagination card. But I'll be here afterwards as well. Stick your cards in the box. I'm going to do a drawing here at the end of the meeting. I'm going to pass a couple of the gifts around so you can actually take a look at the engravings there on the blade. Number one, first and foremost, safety first. Do not touch the blades. All right?
Even on that one, how many of you have
Tell it.
that cheese cutter?
Oh, yeah.
It's on the table.
Oh, the spreader, yeah.
The spreader.
Yeah.
That is the best tool they have, and it still will take a finger off. It's nuts.
Yep. Number one selling referral gift.
I love that one.
So, raise your hand if you love the spatula spreader. It's pretty unanimous. So, but yeah, and then going to Amy, you said to all those touches, right? 4 phone calls a year, 2 stop-bys, 10 moments to make sure that they know how much you care about them. This is just 300 soft touches every single day to keep you more top of mind. So, you have a card on you. Pull one out. This is the point where I would have one. Pull one out, stick one in the box. Either box will do. I'm going to pass all the gifts down this way, and then we'll have them come, and I'll pass them all down that way. Do not pass them across the aisles or anything like that. And then the last thing, I always love to reward people for taking action now on something they know they're probably going to do for their business eventually anyway. Since we're all gearing up for a big 2026, because that's already here, we all want to close deals and appreciate our clients. For the first 4 people who place an order today. How many people does Eric want to help today?
4.
Cool. First 4 people who place an order or a reorder if you need to restock. In addition to your quantity discount, I'm personally going to buy you another free piece of Cutco for your home, just like you keep building up your clients over time. As we all know, the only thing in the whole world better than Cutco is
Free Cutco!
It's my home here. And then just one last thing on it too, because it's win-win or no deal. And I mean, it doesn't take much for me to give and donate, but put a picture of a dog up here. Come on. $50 for every order I get goes donated back to her dog care. Stick your cards in the box. Come see me after the meeting. I'll be here to answer any questions. I really appreciate the opportunity to share with everybody, and I hope you all have a super sharp rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Send them back.
Okay, Mondays with Mark. Join us via Zoom.
Careful.
And the class that Broker Bob and Ed are teaching, those are for Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, in person and on Zoom as well. And Sam.
And KW California, KW Chispa California is gonna have an event September 30th, 11 a.m. So they're gonna talk about ADUs. It's gonna be in English, so you can all attend. Completely free, so go ahead and register. Okay.
QR codes are here.
And if you don't follow us on Facebook, do so.
Yes.
Thanks. Number 3.
Just like we're best friends.
So this is tomorrow. Come, listening presentation class with, where did Alicia go? Right here. Alicia and I are co-teaching this. So the first part of this class is going to be, do you guys know that you have Canva now through KW? You have like a pro account, there's new templates, yes. There's a new listing presentation, there's a few new listing presentations. So if you have one, you don't love it, you've kind of been working with it, but you want to refresh it, or if you don't have one at all and you don't know where to start, those are the people that should come. You should bring your computer. If you haven't already connected, I know I met with a few of you last week to get you guys connected in. If you haven't done that first step, that's the first thing we'll do. The second step is we'll go in and we'll start building your listing presentation. Then Alicia's going to take over the second half and we'll have some of those practice conversations. So what does it feel like? How do you get from walking in the door? You get to practice that of how do you get from that to the listing presentation. So come if you need a refresh, come if you want to practice, not on your clients, but on us instead. So this is tomorrow at 12 to 1:30. Bring your lunch, it's going to be a working workshop. we have a couple of shout outs. Greg, yay!
Yay.
Congratulations! How excited she was for opening escrow with you. And then Sammy, congratulations! Christine wanted to send a congratulations for your new escrows, plural. Congratulations.
Plural.
Yes. And Joe, you're here. Where'd you go?
He's right here.
Congratulations, Joe. Joe loves a shout out. Congrats.
Joe, there's a chair in here by the other Joe.
Who's Joe?
Joseph Acosta. And then a heads up for those of you that prefer to be planners. So there's tomorrow for those of you that need to like act quickly. And then for those of you that like to plan, Wednesday, October 1st, this is going to be on Zoom. Optimize your Google business profile. I know he's not here because I saw him running out to do business. I did this class with Sal just as a one-on-one because he had somebody approach him and say like, look, spend a couple $1,000 with me and I'll do your Google business profile. And I was like, or instead of $1,000, let's just do that together. He's already seen the difference in how he shows up on Google. So if you want to Google Sal Cefalu, go for it. He'll show up now because he did his Google business profile. So if you do not, let me just ask, how many of you already have your Google business profile set up? How many of you are already using GSL? Other than BB, everyone else needs to show up at class so that we can talk about how to optimize that so you're showing up in the algorithm. How many of you regularly ask for people to review you on Google as part of your business practice? Okay, a couple of you. Better. So if you don't have it set up, if you're not already actively using it like almost every day to ask for reviews, and if you don't have GSL set up, please come on October 1st on Zoom. We'll walk through that. Most of you will be able to get the basics set up that day. If you don't get everything set up, you'll go home with a worksheet that I'm going to hand out, and you can finish it on your own leisure time. But it's really important. It's how you show up. So definitely do that. And if you're feeling generous and you want to go Google Escrow Partners and leave us a review because you love working with us, we'd gladly accept. I think that's all I have. All right.
Just giving it up for Morgan. I just want to say she recently started with us and she already has closed her first deal, and she reached out to her sphere first, and that's where her first deal came from. She works hard and hard work pays off, so enjoy your check.
Alicia.
This shout out is for Rebecca. She just got another BRBC signed with an investor and is currently writing offers. Great offers. She's with me and And then we have Greg. Shout out again for Greg. He put his new listing into escrow within like 2 days or something, right? Yeah. Real quick. That's it. That's it. Hey, go on, Eddie.
What's up, guys? Can we wake up in here, please?
Hey.
I walked in here yesterday and you guys were like bouncing off the wall. And I walked in here. It's hard to follow out there. So, guess what happened today? Fed rates went down by 0.25%, just like we thought they were going to do. Guess what happened to mortgage rates? They went up! Surprise! Right? No, not really, because we anticipate these moves well in advance, guys. Like, the market doesn't, like, trade of what's going on today. They trade of what's going to happen 6-9 months down the road. So, why did they go up today? Because all of a sudden the Fed came out and said, hey, we're not going to be lowering rates as much next year. Which, we'll see about that, right? With the market going the way it's going, and you have all these huge geopolitical, who knows what's going to happen. I've got a gut feeling that they're going to keep these rate cuts coming. They said at least 2 more this year. Who knows? Again, it's all a guessing game. Look, at the end of the day, when someone's like, why am I gonna wait? Why wouldn't I wait to get a lower rate? Well, look, this is the rate that you're getting today. At least you know the rate and the price we're getting today. Tomorrow, you have no idea. They could go up. Like if the Supreme Court comes out and says, these tariffs are illegal, those rates are going to go up. Like you're going to see a huge change in our marketplace, and we don't know what's going to happen. So if someone's telling you this, put the doubt back in their mind. Why not take advantage? I locked somebody at 5.875. I'm in the fives.
Government loans easily in the 5s. Conventional loans in the low 6s. Like, why aren't we bouncing up on, like, up in the air and like calling everybody that we can? So please get on your phones and pound those databases, get in touch with your clients and tell them that, hey, everything that we've been waiting for, been in the 8s, now in the 7s, we're in the 6s and the 5s. What else are we waiting for? That's my news for today. But all right.
Hey, can you show a little more excitement next time?
Try and wake everybody up.
I'm not going to give you a broker update because we want to get to Ashley's stats, but I do want to recognize 2 people in this room. So it's not too often that a broker gets to give accolades to people in their office when they do really, really well. And CAR, the California Association of Realtors, every year gives me an opportunity to do that. And this year, we get to recognize one individual in our office who was awarded based on production. We went to an award ceremony on Monday. Gary was there. He got to speak a little bit. And there was about 8 other people that were recognized across the state out of the thousands of brand new agents in the industry. Congratulations to Gary and for Steve. And the next person, don't change it till I tell you, okay? The next person I want to... Oh, okay. I want to congratulate this individual. Moved into San Diego a couple of years ago with no database. And this person is out there building a database. So if you tell me I don't know anybody, you're just barking up the wrong tree because you got to go out and build it. So I want to congratulate Michelle. San Diego chapter, and she is the Latina Business Association Woman of the Year, right? Yes. So congratulations to Michelle. Great job.
And before we have Ashley go, just if you haven't had a chance, go introduce yourselves. We have Leticia here with us. Raise your hand.
Hi, Leticia.
And Kirk. Raise your hand.
Kirk.
And then
And Denise.
Denise behind. So thank you for joining us for the first time.
All right. How's everybody feeling? Good. Great. Yeah?
Yeah.
Isn't it great? Isn't it fun out there? Woo. You guys having a good time? Oh, yeah. You're so full of shit. Guess what's 90 days from today?
Oh my gosh.
Thanks already. It is going fast. So for those of you who are new here, we always highlight a holiday that's 90 days out. It happens to be Thanksgiving, literally, from today. And I do that because whatever you're doing now in terms of your business is going to show up then. So this just reminds us there's a 90-day real estate cycle. So if you're lead generating now, you're likely going to have a check to pay for that really expensive inflationary dinner that we have to do at Thanksgiving.
60 days.
That's 60 days out. It's Christmas.
I think it's Christmas.
Christmas is 100.
I think it's 71 days away.
Christmas 20 years first time I got it wrong. Wow.
I thought I heard this.
There's only 60 working days left between now and the end of the year if you don't count holidays and weekends. 60 working days between now and the end of the year.
Okay, that's important. The what?
This is last month's presentation.
No, it's not.
I'm just kidding.
Don't do that to me.
My parts.
All right, well, so
70 days.
And in 90 days, everybody who said it's
It's
Christmas.
scary enough. We can just stop.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
It's Christmas.
That's just Christmas.
All right.
Christmas is it.
I mean, enough excited.
All right.
Yeah, I don't need to just wish the whole year away.
I think I got a little excited because this year, there's been a few times I've told you guys, even though the market has been incredibly challenging, and I know, I'm talking to you guys, I'm working it too, like, it is challenging, I feel like at least the conversation is different for me in stats every month now than it was the last 15 years. We're not in a crazy accelerating seller's market. That's been the message that I've been telling you over and over and over and over every month up until about 4 months ago. So it's a little exciting because it gets to be different. I added some information that Alicia asked me to add. This will be included every single month. So through the end, just keep in mind, whenever you have the stat presentation, it is through the end of the previous month. So this is through the end of August, okay? It's not through today. So through the end of August, we had closed 316 units and took 309 listings, and the closed volume was that. What do you guys think? I'm curious, because some of you have been here a very, very long time. Where do you think that puts us historically? Like through August of most years for our brokerage to close 316 units. How do you think that fares?
How many agents do we have?
160.
Average.
Everybody take a deep breath. It is the lowest sales year we have ever experienced in the history of the brokerage.
Volume wise?
Anybody else feel that in your own individual? Don't raise your hand, it's rhetorical. There are plenty of agents who are experiencing the exact same thing. Because guess where our numbers come from? Your numbers. Right?
Correct, yeah.
So here's the thing. Anybody had a challenge with their mindset in the last 2 months?
Yeah.
At all?
Yeah.
For any reason? Okay. These numbers aren't surprising to me. Ariana has found her voice. Ari is bold.
We get it, you get paid for this, we get it.
I was hearing my mindset.
So these numbers aren't a surprise to me because I look at them, I know them intimately every single month, and I'm obviously working with some of you to coach you through your mindset. Do you think I have mindset issues sometimes around this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And occasionally, to see that you're not alone feels good. The misery loves company, although that kind of is a shitty sentiment, it's true. And in a weird way, can be somewhat validating. Yes? You're not alone. So it was interesting because Jacqueline and I were doing some research, and Noble is there you are back there. We have a recruiting piece of software called Broker Metrics, which is where, when I was team leader, I would always go and get my recruiting list. But I don't really use it for that anymore. However, with escrow, it's kind of like recruiting. We're going to target new outside agents. Yes? So I get in Broker Metrics and I pull up all the top agents who've historically been the top agents in the metro area. I think I pulled up 6 or 7 zip codes. Top 100 agents or so come up. Now, this doesn't include new agents. Let me ask you this, because sometimes this happens on the regional level and it drives me nuts. We'll go to a regional meeting and they'll show that an agent had a 5,000% increase in their business. Well, typically that's because they closed 1 deal last year and now they've closed 3. And the volume is 5,000%, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the numbers don't always tell an accurate story. These numbers did. So we're pulling it up and I'm going, oh my God, because on the end of everybody's record, and we're talking Greg Newman, all the guys downtown, and they're all guys for the most part. Even Melissa Tucci, the big names. They are all 50% off on their listings this year. Across the board, there was not an exception. Every top agent has seen a 50% reduction on their listing side business. Now, some were up on buyer side, but how do you think that made me feel?
A little bit better.
A lot better. Because what happened is we all exist in this market. Yes, any individual agent can outperform the market, but the market is going to tell you what's possible at a maximum level. Yes?
Sure.
Well, when that maximum gets cut in half, it gets cut in half for everybody. Which, by the way, means you have to do a lot more work to make the same amount of money. Which means we need to do a lot more work as a brokerage to make the same amount of money. Does that make sense to you all?
Totally.
So the relief I felt in that was, okay, yes, we're pushing this boulder uphill, but so is everybody else. And I have more confidence in you guys that you have the chutzpah to do that than everybody else out there. And then yesterday, Robert and Nancy and Ari and I were up at a regional meeting, and Robert walked in the room and said, I just talked to the deputy commissioner, Deary. You have no clue I'm calling on you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You listening?
No.
Okay.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, so
So it's not just us that tune out when you're talking. Awesome. What did you tell me yesterday about the number of realtors, a number of people licensed in the state of California?
The DRE statistics that you won't hear, they went from 535,000 licensed agents down to 414 in the last year. Those are people that choose not to renew.
So, 513, no,
520-ish or something down to 414. So about 100,000 chose not to renew. And
Over 100,000.
These are people that are up in their 4-year cycle.
Yeah, so that's the 4-year cycle. Like, you don't have to choose. There's people in that 4-year cycle who, they're just not going to renew 2 years down, right? Like, it's not people opting out. The CAR numbers, the NAR numbers that I get every March are people who have to pay their dues every year. And so we see the contraction. And that has dropped off by 40%. But just the licensees who have a 4-year license down by 20%.
Now, there are people taking the test, they report those numbers are up. But those are people attempting to get into the business that will eventually flush out too.
Yeah. Okay, so that kind of sets the tone for right now. Now, I want you to get a little excited. That shouldn't be heavy and scary. It's just what is. All right. So those numbers, lowest our brokerage has ever seen. Leona opened this brokerage in 2000. So from 2000 to 2005, we've not had a fewer sale year. Okay. Now, here's the bright news. Because I do go through the stats too and go, okay, there's got to be some good news. And the good news was, in August, contracts written was up 17.5% over last August. That's a good indicator, yes? That tells me our September and October and November should be better than last year's. Same thing with listings, except it's even higher. 29% more listings in August. And the volume is up even more because even though the market feels depressed, guess what's happening to our prices? They're just going up slower. They're still going up. All right, next. So this is the numbers. There's not enough to pause on this. They just haven't changed enough. Let's go here. 9.3% up through the end of August for listings taken, but we still haven't gone above, let's call it even, for listings sold or sold units. So what has happened, and you all know this because we've had listings that have been pitched for months, the market has slowed. The time it takes to sell something, pretty much across the board, has slowed down. Now there's pockets that are still moving really, really fast. There's property types that are still moving fast. But in general, we've just slowed down. So most of this increase in listings, instead of selling in 30 days, is now going to take 90, maybe longer. And escrow times have also gone up. And the other number, which I didn't include in the slides because I'm going to do a deep dive on this, our cancellations are astronomically up. Like, ridiculous. We don't have a good source of data for that. Like, I almost have to watch it on a daily basis. But I'll tell you, last year, total cancellations in the year was like, as far as the MLS tells me, was about 300. We were at 300 at the beginning of July. And it's accelerated since then. So they're way, way up. Listing compared to sold, absorption rates have stayed pretty consistent for this year, but they are 20 to 30 points behind where they were last year. Again, this is just saying we're taking longer to absorb the available inventory. Incidentally, I don't want to jump ahead. These are still all seller's market absorption rates though. So again, it feels so much different than the market we were in last year at this time, but it's still a seller's market. It's just not as crazy as a seller's market. All right, by price point. Now, I, again, have gotten excited about this year because we've had more affordable inventory come to market than we have had in the last 2 years. Look how much more under 400 and up to 600,000 that we've had. Those are going to get absorbed. But when things are wonky, especially with unpredictability. When a market is unpredictable or life is unpredictable, do you think it has a bigger impact on lower income people or wealthy people? Yeah, because wealthy people can deal with the unpredictability. They've got more resources to do so. So the reason these listings, I believe, haven't been absorbed yet is because the people who are just kind of on the bubble, come on in, come on, are probably a little bit more fearful than those who have a long runway and a lot of resources. So it typically hits our entry-level market more, but what rebounds faster? Like with these rates going down just a little bit, if we can lock stuff in 5s, I would be all over my entry-level buyers and going, let's go. No, you're fine. Okay, so sold. Now, if you, again, look at the lines, listed up, sold, down. Because the people in that price point are a little more challenged. Luxury is up just a tad. Okay. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, I can literally feel it and how excited I was in February because January and February were really strong months compared to last year. And I thought, oh, Chris, do you remember?
I was so optimistic.
I was like, we came through it. We lasted. We held our breath long enough. Like, everything is turning. We're going to be great.
And then April.
March happened. From March on, we have had lower sales numbers every month as a county than we've had the last 2 years. And really, what you're going to see, I want to jump ahead to what I told some of the boys outside, but I resisted jumping ahead. We're down. Our actual active inventory right now is down compared to last month. So this is last month, houses. This is this month. In every price point, we have a few fewer. Why do you think that is?
Some a bunch got absorbed.
Or canceled.
Canceled and other ones.
And even though we're listing in some price points more, the rate of listings slowed down in August. Okay? Condos, same thing. So between just regular selling and the cancellations and just a slowdown of people listing, which by the way always happens in August. It's a San Diego, that's our shift in the market, our seasonal shift. Condos are following the same pattern, fewer in each category. All right, new listings. What do you think? How do you feel about where we are? So every number posted is the August of the preceding year, going back to 2018. Does that make you feel good? Bad? Indifferent? Well, I would say, based on compared to the last 2 years, remember you can't sell what you don't list. This is actually a positive. Slightly higher than last year. It's a whole lot higher than 23, which means we do at least have the available inventory to list, but it's also why it's taking longer to sell things because there's more for your buyers to look at. It's one of the factors, yes? You have more competition as a seller, which slows down the wholesale side. Active listings. How do you feel about that?
According to SCR, it's up 15% overall for the year.
Well, so if we look comparatively, right, over the year, that would be right, in both condos and houses, what's the trajectory?
It's going down, and it will continue to go down through.
Okay, and this is active, so think actives. If the number of active listings decreases, and Chris is right, it will continue to decrease. Maybe not that strongly, but through the end of the year, because we're in our seasonal shift. So if the number of active listings goes down, what happens in the competitive environment? The buyers are going to now be back in a more competitive environment. You've got to be able to connect those dots for people. Because do the number of buyers follow this?
Yes.
Kinda, but not.
Well, there's less buyers, but there's also more deals to be had. If somebody specifically has to close this year, like last year, I had some clients that were like, "You have to close."
Well, and again, with what Eddie told you, if rates are in the 5s, if he can lock something in the 5s right now, how many people in your database know that and have been saying, "I'll wait till they get in the 5s"?
They
Like-
but VA loans.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You've got to be talking to them though, because they may not know that.
Yeah.
So are there going to be more buyers or fewer buyers than we had last month?
More.
That's what I want you to hear, with fewer listings. All right, pendings, they've stayed pretty flat. They're on track for last year, for, again, just the month of August. Now, solds. Now, here is what I wanted to show you. Now, again, I adjusted all these slides this month to go back to 2018. So this is August 2018, this number. For those of you who've been around a long time, did we sell more or less real estate prior to 2018 on a monthly basis? Meaning, if we go back in history, did we sell fewer or more listings every month?
More.
Okay, good. So historically, we would always say, well, 36,000 units, 36 to 40,000 units are what historically have sold in San Diego every year. Okay? That has shifted. The dynamics of our market have completely shifted, and they shifted started to shift in 18, 19, but then when the pandemic hit, it really shifted. And now, I think our new normal in our overall real estate market is going to be 26 to 30,000 listings sold. Okay. So down from 36 to 40, our new normal is somewhere between 26 and, everybody following me? It's just been a kind of a foundational shift. So because I couldn't put on this slide all the way back to the beginning of my data, which goes back to 2005, I needed to get your mindset there. Because on this slide, what you can see, for August, if you do quick math, we have never sold fewer units in August. As a county, we have never sold fewer units in San Diego in an August. You're hearing me?
Yes.
Okay. We had never sold fewer units in July. We had never sold fewer units than June. Okay, so what that means is for the last 90 days, from an availability of income perspective, there has been less opportunity for you guys. June, July, August, 90-day trend. I mean, you talk about real estate recession, that's the definition of it, and we've already been in a real estate recession for 3 years.
Compared
but
to every single June, July, August, and
forever. Because, and I want you to remember, prior to 2018, we sold 10,000 more units a year. So we know those months were higher back then. Right? That's why I wanted. So, to me, that's exciting. Here's why. What did it say for our numbers in August? Our listings were taken up 29%. Our contracts written were up 17.5%. Typically, I can't look at the stats and really predict. It tells you what happened before. But I predict that this was actually the bottom. Now, it's weird that it's in the summer. By the way, it sucks because the amount of money that you all have to, and I've had to write checks to keep the businesses open. But I think this tells us, because those other leading indicators are high, that we came through the trough. The interest rates have helped that. So I'm holding on to that as hope. I'm also excited for us that so many of you just went through Bold, because damn it, if you're not out there and working your asses off, this isn't going to feel good for you. But if you are working your asses off, there's a lot of opportunity right there. Yes? Mm-hmm. Now, what's interesting, and nobody, Sarah, I'm sure Sarah's going to kill me because she's going to tell me I was too negative in this meeting. But just being real, These numbers that we see, that have seen this last 90 days, look like most Decembers. Okay, well, again, I think it was the trough. All right, going on. Median sales price ticked up. So here we come through this trough. Why are our prices still going up? Because for specific properties in different price points, we have more demand than supply. We still have a supply issue. We just do, and it's never going to be fixed, so we'll see our prices continue to go down. The average, I'm going to go fast through some of this because there's two other things I want to, that I don't talk about typically that I want to talk about. All right, so up, anybody surprised median market time is up substantially?
No.
I would guess this will continue to go up just because it's, again, seasonally adjusted, it's a slower selling season. So it's not gonna get crazy, but I wouldn't be surprised if we weren't at 35 days. Months of available inventory, up. Condos at 4.1 months, houses at 3.2. That's just because we're not selling as fast. It's not because we have a whole lot more inventory.
And you don't think this is a buyer's market?
Nope. I do not. Ed asked if I thought it was a buyer's market. No.
I think
Do buyers have more ability to negotiate?
Yeah.
But they're not in the driver's seat yet.
Yeah.
Now, are there certain properties? Sure.
Yeah.
Do we have unrealistic sellers? And agents, by the way, the number one takeaway for me yesterday, we had an action plan we have to come up with. And I don't mean this to be personal because I wouldn't expect this to be anything different. I think all of us have a really hard time with pricing right now because it's a different market. So we are going to be working on getting you some pricing classes on the calendar ASAP because we're taking a lot more listings right now. We got a lot of escrows pre-opened. That means you didn't price it right and they're not selling. By the way, no fault of your own. We've been in markets over the last 20 years where pricing was just put a dartboard up and let's see.
That was fun.
That was fun. We're kind of going that way, but in a different way. So we got to look at numbers a little bit differently. And as a slide to show you, if it was a buyer's market, we wouldn't be at 97.5% original list price. It'd be lower than that because buyers would be coming in and negotiating it down. All right, price per square foot, again, kind of inched up. Y'all look at this on your own. The two, I'm going to put those at the end for next month. The two SDAR slides that are in here, they're actually pretty accurate this month. I highlighted what you should keep an eye on. All right. How many of you, raise your hand if you just graduated bold? Okay, everybody look. Look at your other people if you don't see them. How much? Gail asked me last night, and I don't even know how much was gold. Was it $8.99? $7.99. Okay. All right. Cool. How was it?
Amazing. Best gold ever.
Yeah. Stephen was awesome.
Yeah.
Alicia and I talked about this briefly on Monday. I don't even know at this point how many I've done. Diana Kokoska did the very first one in our office in 2009. For me, that was the best one. This was the second best one, which is saying a lot. It was awesome. And the thing for me that made it awesome, the most awesome, besides Stephen, he was great, is we did it just as an office.
Yeah.
And seeing you all go through that. And it made me realize, I think about halfway through, I had told the leadership team, we're going to continue something every Tuesday after Bold is over. Okay? And next question. This is going to be different because I'm going to make it a little bit softer and gentler. But starting on, and I didn't tell you this, so I'm sorry.
Look at Ari's face.
And she's spicy today, so I got to be careful. Starting on September 30th, which is a Tuesday, from 10 to noon. I did look at the calendar. It's not conflicting. I will be doing again, I'm gonna do it a little bit differently, but my DYD program. How many of you did the Discover Your Destiny with me? Okay. I'm gonna do it.
10 to 12.
10 to 12.
Tuesday, starting September 30th.
I'll ask if anybody wants to share their experience of doing that program. I'll tell you kind of what it is, even though I'm going to be rewriting it for you guys. It has been a 12-week program that is a really deep dive into your own personal world, so that you make peace with your past and any trauma that you've had, figure out what your current gifts are so that you can make a positive impact in the world as you go forward. Okay, so who's done it? Okay. Any thoughts? I should have prepped you guys too. I'll say one. I wouldn't know Yanni and Sam had Yanni not done Discover Your Destiny.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you found it, to be honest.
I feel like if Jenny would have taken it, I would have been an agent.
Sam was the only guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam was the only male in the group, which was,
Okay, we're not
you were
gonna talk
very
about
vulnerable.
that. I was like, yeah, but it literally changed our lives per se, because it's the perspective changed, everything changed. So
Now look at you.
Yes, Judy.
Well, I think I took it 3 times or 2 times or whatever. It's just an awesome course that people need to get that close not only to themselves, but to understand other people, the way we think differently, the way our backgrounds affect us and form us to have certain beliefs and attitudes about things that can easily shift once we have a clear understanding of it.
It's a beautiful way to describe that.
Well, I would expect that those that didn't want to take Bold because there was a price tag on it. Because Bold is really a mindset conditioning class to help you excel in your real estate business. If you don't jump on this, then you should just get out of business. Because if you
here's what thank you, Robert, and I will say it is not real estate related. We've had as many people not in real estate go through it. It is a self-development course. What I'll also say is at this point, it's a $1,699 course. You guys aren't being charged anything. This is my gift as your OP to you should you choose to do it. I don't think you should have any barrier to it, especially at this moment in time. And part of my desire to do it was that I saw how y'all came together in Bold and it was good for me. And honestly, it's a little bit selfish because how's the energy in the world right now?
So
I don't want to beg you, and I'm actually tearing up right now, which is absolutely stupid. Can you make sure Eric gets one? Alright. So one of the things we go, I use a lot of foundational models so we can all start speaking the same language. One of the things that I believe in with my whole heart and teach them this and then use going forward is something called the map of consciousness. And so what you're getting, so a lot of you have seen it because you've taken the course, but you're getting this visual that kind of describes consciousness and energy and emotion. All those things are related. And we've got our personal consciousness and energy and emotion, but just like the market, we exist in something that's bigger than us. Yes? So you've got a consciousness and energy and emotion in your family unit, whatever that looks like. You've got a consciousness, energy, and emotion in a city and a state and a country and a global world where you said earlier we've got so many global conflicts going on right now. I want you to look at this map of consciousness and just look at, I teach this in depth in the course, so we can all be on the same page today, where it says name of level. See that column? I'm going to ask you to look at that as that's the feeling, because emotions and feelings are different. Emotion is an internal state of being. The feeling is kind of the intellectual explanation of that emotion. So I think the one that most of us can kind of access the easiest is what's the feeling? How do most people, if you're observing the world, how do most people feel right now? Just look at that first column. And just, I don't want anybody to say it out loud yet. Put a mark
Where we feel it.
where you feel the world is right now. What's the feeling Okay, everybody kind of have their idea? Now, conceptually, do you see where it says pride and courage? Anything that is energy giving, anything that is creative, life creating, life affirming, can only happen at the level of courage or above. Everything that is below courage, so pride and below, is life destroying. So, do you see that line? How many of you, raise your hands, put the world somewhere below that line? This is why I'm doing this. Because I agree with you, and we all are existing in that right now. And so I believe we have a responsibility to go, wait a minute, what happens when you're just existing in a space like that? If you don't intentionally do something to shift it, what's going to happen to you? And by the way, I feel like I'm a fairly evolved person. I'll tell you, if I'm trying to move this needle for me without the support of other people, it's almost impossible. Yes?
I want to put this nicely. There were a lot of guys that signed up for I'm talking about male guys, who signed up for her course, and most of them dropped out. Guys, look at yourself. Please, take this chance to evolve.
So thank you, and thank you for saying that.
I'm very serious. This is like...
I'll tell you, I think I have run this now. I didn't... Take it as a challenge. I believe I have run this now 16 or 17 times.
It sounds woo. It's not woo.
It's not woo. But 16 or 17 times, I don't know, 400, 500 people go through it. There has been one guy who completed it, and it was Sam.
Shame on you guys.
No shame. Judy, it's at the bottom of the chart. Very last one. We never create shame in other people. Here's the deal, and the reason, and I would challenge you, but challenge you in a good way. The reason a lot of men don't have the opportunity often to explore their internal feelings in a safe space.
Who said that?
That is no, that's part of this and where the world is. I will tell you, and again, for those of you who have done it, it's a safe space because I protect the space, and you're not going to fuck with me. You are going to support each other. Now, if you can't do that, you don't want to do that, that's cool. But I don't think that's the reason why guys don't opt in. I think it's because they don't feel safe and they don't know what to do, and we have the people, most importantly, but we have the systems to get you through that. Okay. And I started this by saying, for those of you who haven't done it, you don't know. It's been incredibly heavy at times. I'm going to lighten those times because we don't need to go there right now. My goal is to get at least our environment up into the blue. Okay? That's my goal. So, what's